Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Sacred Union Energy Update. We are in the 9/9 portal today. It's September 9th, the 9th month, 9th day, and these synchronicities opens up strong energetic portals. Now remember, portals are opening up all the time, and we can choose to walk through these portals into higher levels of consciousness, higher dimensions, higher timelines at any given time. So just because, there's a portal that's opening and, if you're going through a major shift or if you're not, it doesn't mean that, the portal is going to close and you're going to lose out. You're going to miss your opportunity. It doesn't mean that at all. There are portals that are opening all the time. Always remember that you are exactly when and where you're meant to be on your specific journey, and you're going through your shifts and your transformations according to your soul's growth. Really important to understand that we are not in competition with anybody else. I've been seeing a lot of talk about portals lately. A lot of talk about feeling left behind, feeling like they're falling behind. You can never, never, never fall behind on a journey because it's your journey. It's your journey for your soul's growth, for your evolution, and that is a very individual thing. That is for your journey. We're doing this with others. We're not alone. We're all very intimately connected to one another through that same source energy, but this is for your soul's growth. So really important to remember that. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the energies between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And over on the Patreon, you guys said that you wanted to see a past, present, and a future. So we're going to do that. We haven't done that in a long, long, long time. So I think we're going to do that and see what's going on for these sacred unions for past, present, and future. And then over on the Patreon, I'm going to look specifically at the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine energies. But we're going to look at the union energies here. So let's see what is going on for the union energies, past, present, and future. Okay. Tell me about the recent past, please, Spirit. Remember, time is fluid, so you take the messages how and when they resonate for you. When I'm talking about the past, I'm saying that intention, but it could be yesterday, it could be happening today, it could be a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago. Take it how it resonates for you on your journey. Same with current energies and near future energies. So, Spirit, what's going on for the past energies with the sacred counterparts for the collective, please? Tell me about the past energies. Where were we? What do we need to know about the past energies for these sacred partners? Okay. Okay. What I'm actually hearing here is that the Hierophant, the Four of Cups, and the King of Swords, in the past, there was an opportunity to level up in your connection, to create some kind of commitment, but it was almost like it was missed because of stubborn energy, because of holding on to the past, because somebody was holding themselves back and unable to speak their truth. Unable to speak clearly, unable to speak directly. I'm also hearing the word unwilling to speak truthful. Almost like they were wearing a mask of some sort. There was a shift that was occurring in this person at the time where they were going through an awakening or they were going through an ascension, but they were holding on very rigidly. It's almost like Emperor energy. Holding on very rigidly to the past and the stubborn energy where they couldn't see what was coming in. They couldn't see what was being offered to them, the divine gift that was being offered to them. They couldn't see what was right in front of them. And so they had this opportunity for a higher level of commitment, for a higher level of a higher timeline, a higher level of themselves. But it was because they were so resistant and so stubborn that it was missed. Again, it does feel like they're giving me a transition here. It does feel like that's shifting into the current energy where that opportunity I'm hearing is coming back around again. And it's because of their awakening. It's because of their moving through their shifts, moving through their transformations, moving into a higher level of ascension where they're learning now how to step into an energy of authority for themselves, into an energy of being able to express themselves, into this king energy, which is much more mature than they had been in the past. Before, I feel like this king was holding back. I feel like this king was really hiding. And that caused them to miss out. A lot of fear around this, a lot of holding back out of fear, holding back out of obligation, holding back out of expectation for themselves. But that they missed that opportunity. I feel like they're not willing to miss it again. Let's see if there's anything else that we're getting from this energy here. See if there's anything else that we're getting from this energy here. This really does feel like this is shifting. This really does feel like it's in the past. It really does feel like someone has had this awakening or this leveling up of ascension and is ready to embrace the opportunities that are being presented. And again, that divine gift energy, they're recognizing it as a divine gift now, where they couldn't see that before. They were very much in denial, very much not willing to see. And because they weren't willing to see, they weren't able or willing to step up and express themselves as directly, as clearly, or as communicatively as they wanted to. Don't know if that's a word, but that's what I'm getting. All right, Spirit, can we get some clarifiers for this past energy? Get some clarifiers for this past energy. What else do you have to say about this past energy? Yeah. They wanted to work together with you, or you wanted to work together with them. Take it as it's resonating for you. There was this wanting of partnership, this wanting of creation and collaboration, wanting to manifest together is what I'm hearing, but there was something that was holding them back, and it was because they were so focused on these 3 cups here. They were so focused, number 1, on their physical world, and number 2, on the past within their physical world, that they couldn't see a way out. They couldn't see that they were able to manifest their own future, to create their own future with you. And again, reverse it if necessary. I'm just going to say with you because that's easier. But this could be you and your partner, for your partner. But there was a divine gift and opportunity that was coming in that was enabling them to see from a different perspective, to create from a different perspective, to change their current reality, and they weren't taking it. They were just kind of in this, you know, he has his hands crossed here. He's just like, I'm not, this is the way it is. This is how it's always been. You know, I can't see how this could help, or just completely ignoring the opportunity. And it was because they were so focused on their present. This is past energy. They were so focused on their present or on their past patterns repeating themselves that they weren't able to see how they could create a better future for themselves. I'm also hearing how they could speak that into existence for themselves. They were so stuck in this stubborn, resistant energy that they weren't seeing how they could take the opportunity and the gift that was being presented to them and create something better to, again, level up. But there was some kind of tower moment that shifted this, that created, that made them awaken even to a different level, to a higher level, that created this new phase of their ascension journey that made them level up and see things from a different perspective. 6 of Swords. Why is the 6 of Swords here? I feel like that's what they wanted to create with you. Yeah, 6 of Swords. They wanted to create more stability. They wanted to create this calmness where perhaps that wasn't there in the past. There was an opportunity to create this calmness. There was an opportunity to move forward. Okay, got it. Thank you. This is verifying what I was channeling before, an opportunity to close out a cycle and move forward from their present circumstances and or their past circumstances that they were still holding on to, there was an opportunity here and they had missed it. They had let it go by because they didn't speak up. They didn't speak the intention. They didn't speak it into existence. They just held themselves back. I'm also hearing they weren't clear with you. They didn't share themselves with you. They didn't express themselves to you. And so you might have actually detached and in a sense wanted to move on from this because it was like, I'm waiting so long. I am sharing my heart and now I'm doing great. Still wanting this happiness, still wanting this Four of Wands, but feeling trapped in the connection is because the connection needed to be healed for this new beginning to take place, for all the love to come in. Okay. You guys know how I read. If the energy's in the cards, I take it. That was a lot of cards, but there were messages coming through with all of them. Whew, okay. Tell me more about this King of Swords. I want to know more about the King of Swords. What was he not expressing? What was he not expressing? Tell me more about the King of Swords. Yeah, he was not expressing his emotions. He was holding himself back. His intuition, his heart was pushing him to speak, but he was just holding himself back. The High Priestess, one who does keep secrets, who does hold back, and wanting to share how he was feeling, express all that emotion, but missing the opportunity with which to do so. So that was the past. Again, I really do feel like all of that has shifted and all of that has transformed. Let's find out how. Spirit, please bring forth the messages for the current energy with these sacred partners. Current energies for sacred partners. Current energies for these sacred partners. Yeah, see, what did I say? There was a transformation, a shift that occurred here. Current energy. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. And look, the Lover's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is exactly what I was channeling, what I was picking up on. In the past, there was a missed opportunity for a higher level of commitment, a higher level of this connection, which also equates to a higher level of ascension because it is all one and the same. You guys are on the path to ascension through sacred union, through these sacred partnerships. That is the path that your soul decided to go through to grow through this process of ascension. That's what I channel here on this channel. With this energy, there was an opportunity that was missed because of stubborn and resistant energy. A refusal to acknowledge, a refusal to communicate because this person, whether this is you or your counterpart, was so focused on present material world or their past, which was that energy was trickling into their material world. So they were holding on to something and not allowing themselves to see that they have the power to create. They have the power to move into an energy of more harmony, more joy, more abundance, and love in their life. They wanted to create with you. They wanted to manifest with you. They wanted to have this partnership with you. And there was an opportunity for this to come into being. They just had to express themselves or their emotions, but they were holding that back. They were keeping that secret from you, holding that within. There was a divine gift of your connection being presented to them, but they didn't take it because they were holding themselves back. I'm also hearing it was because they had to close out a cycle within themselves. They had to close out the cycle of holding themselves back, of not communicating. That was a lesson that they had to learn, but also whatever it was that they were holding on to for the past, they had to close that out, and they've put an end to it. There was a death here. Death means transformation. Death means transition. With an ending always comes a new beginning, and I feel like that's what you have here. So wherever there was this resistance, this refusal to acknowledge the connection, this refusal to acknowledge the divine love, this divine gift, this opportunity that is being offered here for you guys to come together into a higher level of commitment, connection, and or love with each other, that is being transformed here. The opportunity is coming back around. It might look different than it did in the past, but that's because that past cycle had to end. And so a past version of your relationship may have also ended, but it is bringing forth a new cycle, a new phase, one that is more abundant, one that is more receptive and giving. It's that balance of give and take here with the Six of Pentacles, and it is also much more stable and grounded with the Four of Wands here. This is a new foundation where there is more stability, where there's more security, where there is more joy, celebration, and love. And it's because this person had to experience this. I feel like they had to experience missing out on this opportunity to realize that they missed out on this opportunity, to realize that they were holding on to the past, to let the past go, and to realize what it was they wanted to create for the future. And in order to create for the future, they had to express themselves and not hold themselves back so much. So that cycle has ended. And now in the current energy, what you're doing is you are laying the foundation and creating the new cycle, that new phase of your journey together. With the Lover's card here, you're doing this together, and the divine is helping to support you come together. You're creating this new cycle together right now in the current energies. And it is more balanced. It is much more both give and receive, because you're both in an energy of both allowing yourself to receive and allowing yourself to give with an open heart. And that is creating a new foundation of stability, security, celebration. Also possibly a new foundation of home life, marriage as well, commitment as well, whatever that might look like for you. This is a general reading. It'll resonate with everybody differently. It could be moving in together. It could be marriage, proposals. It could be just a higher level of commitment or awareness or acknowledgement of this connection. Take it as it resonates for you, but this is a transformation here. It is a death to this old, a transformation of this old energy, moving into the new. So let's get another layer. Let's dive a little bit deeper and get some clarifiers. Spirit, tell me about this new energy here, this current energy. What's going on here in this new cycle? Yeah. You guys, Six of Wands, which is public acknowledgement and victory. You are manifesting this. This is a new level. The Magician is number one right after the Fool, which is the start of a brand new journey. You are starting a new phase of your connection and of your ascension journey. What I've been channeling with the Hierophant for the past several months since the spring is this is a higher level of ascension, and as such, it's a higher level of your connection that is coming in, a higher level of this love. And the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of, could be a card of marriage. It's a card of public acknowledgement. So this, I feel like there's success that is coming in because you have been through this energy and closed out this cycle together. Remember, you are always one. You're doing this together as divine counterparts, as sacred partners. You close out this cycle, and now you are both creating something new, creating victory. And what they're pointing me to is look at the parallels in this card. Life and death. There is success here. There is victory here. Through the transformation, through the closing out of the cycle, through putting an end to the past cycle that you were in, you're creating success. Look at how similar these cards look. But one is literally the death card, and one is success and victory and life. This is what you're creating. You're creating something new where you might have thought something has ended, where you might have thought that there was nowhere else to go with your connection. You're creating, building, manifesting a new phase of your connection, a new phase of your journey together. Manifesting this together. And it's just allow. This is a journey. And we get so excited to get to the destination, to get to the end game, but there is no end game. Ascension is just going deeper and deeper within ourselves, deeper and deeper within our heart space, deeper and deeper within our connections, and our connections to that Trinity energy. Trinity energy being source and being your divine counterpart. You are all one. It is all one. That's what that Trinity energy really is all about. Connection to source, connected to your divine counterpart, all being one. It's why the Three of Cups is my union card. It's because the Two of Cups, you and your sacred partner pouring into the third, and what happens, and source energy is that third, and what happens when 2 cups of water pours into a third cup of water, it all becomes water. It all becomes merged. It all becomes blended. It all becomes one. That is what you have been doing in the ethereal realm. That is what you have been doing energetically. And now it is time for that to be manifested in the physical. And that is what this energy is bringing in. You have Pentacles, which is very grounded energy, which is very physical energy. You have Wands, which is very action oriented. And you have the Four of Wands, which is stability, security, home life, marriage, celebration. This is very physical. Okay. Anything else we need to know about current energies, please? 9 of Cups. And there's the emotional fulfillment. There's the emotional happiness, the emotional satisfaction, the love, the joy. This is what you're building. And they just came in and told me it's the 9, not the 10, because you are building this. This is that foundation that you are building. This is the start to move towards that 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. And what's coming up in the near future for these sacred partners, please, Spirit? 3 of Wands. Near future. Remember, near future can be anywhere from next hour, few days, few weeks, few months. You take it as it resonates for you on your journey. I'm not going to take all that, but there's the 10 of Cups showing itself. Near future, please, Spirit. Near future energies. Oh my God. Okay. Near future energies, please, Spirit. Near future energies. Let's get one more for the near future energies. There it is. This is amazing. Knight of Wands, fast action is what I'm getting. That's the energy from this card right here. Fast action. It might be happening very, very quickly. 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. There is a new beginning coming in very quickly. You might be looking over the horizon right now and seeing your manifestations coming in. You might be planning for your manifestations. You might be seeing your manifestations kind of trickle in. But it is going to happen once it starts coming in. It's almost like a snowball effect. Gaining momentum, that kind of thing. Once you start embracing this, once you start welcoming this in, it's going to start happening very quickly. And the 10 of Pentacles here is all about physical manifestations. It is the 10 of Cups manifested into the physical reality. With the Ace of Swords here, this is a brand new beginning in communication. This is also victory. So this is you expressing yourselves to each other, a higher level of expression. That King of Swords over here who was holding himself back no more. This is an energy of everything coming together in that victory. The divine supporting this, the divine guiding this, helping you come together in this victory to create a stable foundation of everything that you want. This is home life, this is partnership, this is children, this is family, this is abundance, financial, career. 10 of Pentacles encompasses all of it. And I feel like you're starting to see that come in, but once you truly open up to this current energy, once you really receive it and start building that foundation and allowing the ending to have taken place, acknowledging the ending taking place, moving on from that past cycle, once you really keep your focus on the future, this is going to happen very rapidly. Now, it's been coming in client readings. It happened to me a couple of months ago. When we get our manifestations, especially very, very quickly, our ego can step into self-sabotage energy. I was going to share it in an upcoming video this week, but I'll share it with you guys very briefly here. My Divine Masculine and I moved in with each other. It happened very quickly, and it triggered a lot of self-sabotage energy within me, a lot of fear within me of what if it doesn't work? What if he abandons me? What if he rejects me? All those old fears that I thought that I had worked through coming back up to the surface, deeper and deeper excavations of that. But that cycle is coming to a close for me. Those fears are coming to a close for me. The more we communicate with each other, the more we, and that's validation here, the more we express ourselves to each other, the more we work together and create together and expand and open ourselves to loving one another. That's what you're doing here in this current energy. You're letting this past go, letting anywhere where you were focused on the past, anywhere where you were focused too much outside of building and expanding your own heart, opening up to love for yourself, that inner union, so that you can open up to love without in that outer union. You're letting all of that go. You're letting the past version of this connection go. You guys have created your own karmic cycle. We've talked about that for over a year. When you were together, whenever you were together, even in separation, when you were doing the healing work in the phase before this one, the phase before my collective has entered into sacred union. You're starting the process of sacred union, okay? You are entering into sacred union here for my collective. Prior to this, when you were going through the push and pull and the hot and cold and all of that healing and all of that, all that stuff coming up to the surface and all the separation and coming back together and then separation, coming back together, you were creating a karmic cycle between the two of you. You were creating a karmic loop. And what you've been doing as you enter into sacred union is clearing that. When you were doing that healing before, what you were actually doing was you were clearing your own karma. So your person was clearing their karma, you were clearing your karma, but you were doing it together. Whether you were physically together or in separation, remember, energetically, you're always together. You're always one, so you're always working together. Separation is just helping you to focus on yourself. Your partner is gifting you that time to focus on yourself. You're gifting your partner that time to focus on yourself. When you're in that period of a detachment, you recognize that as, oh, this is because I need to pull the energy back to myself and continue to heal myself and clear the karma that I had accumulated in this lifetime, through childhood, through old relationships, and through past lifetimes. So you're doing the healing work, your partner's doing the healing work. Now, when you're in this process of sacred union, you're actually coming together, and you might be triggering each other again. You might be bringing stuff up again, but it's because you're clearing out the karmic cycle that you two had created within your past version of the relationship within yourself. And that's what has to be cleared now. That's what's being put to an end here in this current iteration, is you are letting go of the past cycle of this connection. So you're forgiving old hurts, old heartbreak, that could have come from that separation or whatever it was, communication, whatever it was. You are letting go of resentment. You are looking towards the future and recognizing that now you are building a new foundation. And the more you look towards the future and anchor into the present, look to the future as far as manifesting, but anchor into the present moment. Appreciate the present moment for what it is. Always, that's your point of power. You create the future by being very present, by creating from the present moment, by making choices, decisions, and being in your awareness in the present moment. That's how you create the future. That's how you manifest the best and highest timeline. So that's what you're doing now. You're creating that foundation, thinking about the future, manifesting the future from your present moment. The more you do that, the more you open yourself up to love, the more you shift the energy to bring in this beautiful energy of manifestations, of victory, of success, and of clear communication and expressions of self and of love. Okay, let's see if there's anything else they want to say about the near future energies. There it is. There it is. You guys, okay, so I want to point out the Two of Wands first because that's what they're pointing me to. This Two of Wands, the energy, Two of Wands is usually about planning, decision-making, starting on a new journey and kind of deciding which path to take. But here, I feel like you've already done that. And what I'm hearing is you've made the choice for this commitment for each other, for this commitment for yourself. And as you commit to yourself and you commit to your journey, you commit to your counterpart, and you have the world in your hands. You're holding the world in your hands now. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Wands to clarify this. This is exactly what I was channeling, where you're now working on this together. No longer that feeling of separation. I mean, you might trigger that, but you'll always come back together in that place of forgiveness, in that place of expanded love. And that will just continue to grow and expand that love. And you're working on this together. You're focused on your happiness. You're focused on what it is that you're building here. You're focused on the new foundation because you had been focusing on yourself within. So now it's manifestation, and now it's manifesting outside. It's manifesting in your physical connection. So if you are not in communication yet, know that I have been channeling for the past several months, September, October, and November, the beginning of November, significant months as far as reunions, reconciliations, and physical communication. So that is what is coming in these next 2 months or so. And then I had also channeled, and I'll be mentioning this again shortly, December, especially the December equinox, significant energy coming through here. It feels like an event. It doesn't feel like a physical event as far as like the world on a global scale. That's not the energy they were giving me. It doesn't feel like it is, it doesn't feel like it's like political or anything like that. But they keep saying energetic, and they keep saying portal. And I feel like a portal is opening up, and this is why. It's because more and more of you are stepping into this energy of leaving the past behind, closing out those cycles, allowing yourselves to ascend into a new phase of the journey, a new phase of understanding, a new level of higher consciousness. And because of that, you're opening up your heart, and because of that, you're seeing that manifest in your physical reality. It might not be everything. A lot of readers on this journey, they like to, I don't ever want to knock a reader because everybody has their way of interpreting. For me, what I've experienced and what I've channeled, the energy that they have brought forth to me is that it might not be everything all at once as far as, happily ever after. It might feel like you're getting everything manifested as far as all of a sudden, it might be somebody saying, I love you, or somebody saying, I want to marry you, or somebody saying, let's move in together. All of a sudden, it feels out of the blue. But it's only because there was some resistance there within yourself. Because you weren't having faith within yourself. You weren't trusting within yourself because you were still looking at the outside connection. And so it's going to feel like it's all at once to you, to your ego mind, and that might trigger some self-sabotage energies, that might trigger some fears that ask you to go a little bit deeper, to dive a little bit deeper and keep clearing those fears, because what you're creating is new earth. What you're creating is a new world. What you're creating is a new foundation for your connection, for yourself, for your life. You are creating something brand new here. And so don't, allow yourself. If you are triggered a little bit, that's okay. That's okay. Step back into that place of love. Step away from the fear and keep stepping back into that place of love and keep allowing this foundation to present itself. Keep allowing this foundation to build, because you really are putting an end to the past version of yourselves. Keep forgiving, keep releasing resentment, keep releasing the past, and keep looking towards the future. Because look, it's like this is the past. You have this tower moment, this transition, this transformation, this ending, so it makes way for a new beginning. And then look at all these positive cards. Look at all this positive energy that is just waiting to come in. So allow this, allow this, allow this. It might not look or seem or happen as you expect. And that might bring in some triggers and tower moments for you. And that's okay, because again, that's just asking you to dive deeper and release more and more and more. More of the old karma, more of the old fears, more of the old resentment, more of anything that you're holding on to that isn't serving you anymore, more of anything that is just holding you back. Keep expressing yourself. Keep stepping into your power where you are expressing how you're feeling. Keep standing up for yourself. Keep that balance within yourself, that flow within yourself. Keep allowing yourself to receive and open up to receiving. because stability is coming in, balance is coming in, and everything your heart desires. 10 of Cups on the 10 of Pentacles, they just said. 10 of Cups on the 10 of Pentacles. How amazing is this? Everything your heart desires is being manifested in the physical. All right, you guys, this feels powerful in and of itself, so I'm going to end here. We're going to go onto the Patreon and take a look at the Divine Masculine specifically and the Divine Feminine specifically. I'm going to end with a card from my new deck, Tarot in Translation. This is a 78-card tarot deck that is channeled messages based on traditional Rider-Waite tarot. It's available on my Etsy shop. I am running a sale on all readings and all products in my Etsy shop. Readings are available on my website. Products are available on my Etsy shop. All the information is in the description box below, but it is my birthday month, so I don't do sales very often because I feel like, you know, my readings go above and beyond what my price points are. So I don't do sales very often, but it is my birthday month, and to celebrate, I want to thank you guys with sales. So $10 off of readings for the month of September if you book in September, and $5 off all of my products available on my Etsy shop, including this message deck. So let's just get a card of guidance for you guys before we go over to the Patreon and see what the Spirit wants you to know. That's the title card. So hold on there. Okay, Spirit, what do you want? What do you want them to know? Okay. I'm not going to take that. It's too many. Let's just get one card. What do you want them to know? Spirit, what do you want them to know? What's the message for my collective to end this reading? What's the energy here? I'm going to take that one. These are too many. Let's see what we have here. We have Page of Cups. A new journey in self-expression is beginning. This could come in the form of creative spark, an intuitive download, or divine inspiration that allows you to be open to receiving and communicating emotions and ideas. That's what we're talking about here, where somebody was holding back. Now you're both able to express yourselves fully, and that is changing the connection. That's transforming the connection. You or someone you're connected to might be exhibiting emotionally immature behavior. Take a moment to reflect on the situation and try to see beyond what's being presented. It's a call to see beyond the physical. Have faith in what you feel. Have faith in the energy. Have faith in the love. Keep tapping into that energy. And that is going to allow you to open up. And once you open up, that's going to allow you to communicate and start this brand new phase and have this brand new foundation and keep building on this foundation. All right, this was amazing and beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what we have in the extended. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light. We'll be back soon with another collective reading, and in the meantime, I'll see you later. Bye.